already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.
So we have a fight next Saturday, December 17th, and I noticed that you're not going to be in Bernard Hopkins' corner.
No, I'm out here supporting Julian Williams.
I'm gonna get to that. But I was trying to go in order because of that.
Okay.
Hey,
where'd they go? Hey, Mike, where'd they go?
Like I say, Bernard, I don't know much about the kid. I'm really not a good interview because I don't know Joe Smith. People start telling me about him. I didn't even give like real information, like his amateur background or anything. So I don't know the kid. So not to be disrespectful, but from what I know of him, I'm like, shit, John David will beat him. He hasn't heard anything about him. It shows me he's ready for a legendary level, and that's what Bernard is. And make no mistake about that. This kid Bernard's a legendary level. Now, we may find out about this month. It ain't the first time that we didn't know the guy. We didn't know a guy that was selling feather dusters that came in and whooped on his ass and all that. And we found out about him real quick. Next thing you know, he was fighting Floyd. You know what I mean? So, but I just don't want to see Bernard get hurt. I don't want to see the kid get hurt. But I don't want to see Bernard get hurt. And I think he can handle this level. Or get misled. Like, what if he smoked the guy? And then start saying, okay, I'm ready for Donna Stevenson. I told him years ago, you did everything in this sport except lose bad. And I said, don't stay around till you did everything in this sport. Well, now he's done everything in this sport. Before the fight, you'd have never dreamt about a guy like him. I'd have bet you money that nobody would ever been able to take 12 rounds from Bernard, like Kovalev did. But he did. You know what I mean? So I don't know what markings Kovalev left on him. I haven't talked to Bernard. He hasn't called me, I haven't heard from him. So I just, like I said, I just make dua for him and pray that the Muslim don't get hurt. And I don't want to see Smith get hurt either. But that's all I can really say on the fight because I don't know the kid.
Now you said you're here for J-Rock. So you're probably, quote unquote, the president of Philadelphia boxing.
Nah, far from.
Well, people outside of Philadelphia probably would anoint you the president of Philadelphia boxing. How do you see Charlo J-Rock going? And what's the distinct advantage J-Rock has against Charlo?
Charlo, so far, has proven he's a champion. I saw that in him. I was in a couple camps and I saw him. And he's proven he's a champion. Every champion has to turn back a young, determined, talented, hungry fighter. You're not a champion, you're not complete until you get that. This is his challenge. And J-Rock is all those things with an exclamation point. J-Rock is downright dangerous. He's one of them kids that's downright dangerous. But like I said, I see it being a good fight. You know what I mean? I can see.
Just talking about it.
Hey, young boy. I just coming out here. Last week I got a ticket a couple hours ago. That's loud. All right, baby. I can see J-Rock getting out front early, maybe with a knockdown, and then Charlo having to battle back. And we got to see if he built like that. I told y'all a while back, Ward wins Kovalev, but he got to get off the canvas to do it. And I told everybody that. And I can see J-Rock getting that early knockdown, and Charlo having to play catch up. And then J-Rock is a hungry, but he's determined. You know, and in Philadelphia, Bernard was the pass, held the flag, probably held the flag better than anybody in Philadelphia, since maybe Joe one of those guys. Danny Garcia is the present, and Julian Williams is the future. So here we are to see how this thing starts, man. But there's no doubt in my mind Julian Williams is going to be champion of the world. No doubt in my mind. His focus is exceptional.
That's what I've noticed this week. I looked in his eyes and I told him yesterday, I said, you convinced me you're going to win this fight. Well, I have it a 50-50 fight.
great information. Steven has great information for Julie. I mean, so we'll see how each one responds when they're adversity. Yeah, they're fighting the best guy they've ever faced. So, but this is what J-Rock has been living for, man. And I'm proud of him. I wouldn't be surprised, I'm just proud.
How about, you mentioned Ward Kovalev. Who do you think won that fight?
I thought Ward won the fight. I thought it was a close fight. I never forget years ago, y'all probably remember the kid named Ricardo Williams.
Ricardo Williams, remember him?
I watched Ricardo Williams in the Junior Olympics in Mexico fight Miguel Cotto. Rick hadn't lost in years, and nobody in the United States could pretty much do anything with Rick. When the fight was over, the coaches from the U.S. team told Rick he lost. And Rick looked at me and said, "Brother Naazim, I lost that fight." I said, "No, Rick." I said, "But it was a very close fight. And we've grown accustomed not to see you have close fights." So when people see that, they don't feel like, it got to go back in your history. A gold medalist, undefeated champion, nobody think they won a close fight. Oscar's the only gold medalist, undefeated world champion that some people gave. Well, I think Oscar might have won that against Trinidad. I don't think he might have won. But nobody takes up for a gold medalist that's been winning since he's 12 years old. You see a close fight, oh man, yeah, you lost. You lost a close fight. It's a very close fight. And here's the difference, I don't think Ward should rematch. Kovalev is a champion, he's gonna find the belt somewhere. So all Ward just made it hard for some other people, because Kovalev went out there and get somebody. But here's the difference. Kovalev don't need to see Ward now that he ain't just been sitting. See, Kovalev been rumbling, Ward been sitting. Care how good you are. It's only because of his amateur background use, where that muscle memory is so embedded from all those amateur years, that he was able to come back with one fight in like 2 years and fight a Kovalev. It's almost ridiculous. So now that Ward got something on his belt and maybe get 1 or 2 more on them, but Kovalev don't need to see that. You don't need to see Ward on his groove. Ward wasn't on his groove, and I still thought he won. You don't need to see him on his groove. It's more of a problem. But Kovalev is the real deal, man. I don't take nothing with it.
So you said it should rematch. Where should each of them go?
They're both champions. They both got a legacy. Kovalev punches freakish. Really, there's very few people you can say that about nowadays. Like back in the day, you could say it. But with all the skill sets now, it's hard to say it. Kovalev, and maybe like that kid Triple J, they were one of the last few guys who could literally win a championship just on their punch. They don't really need skills, they just on their punch. They punch hard enough to just win fights, win a championship when they punches on. And Kovalev is that dude. And he's gonna go win something. Cats better be on their game. This dude will knock the enamel out your teeth, man. This kid is punching,
now you mentioned Triple G. What's your impression of Triple G?
Another one, man. Punch is freakish, man. You gotta get scientists to find out why these guys punch as hard as they punch. They punching freakish. They ain't just punching hard. They punching freakish. You seen one round in the Ward fight, they said the battle of the jabs. They show Ward leaning into these jabs and nailing Kovalev. They show Kovalev stick his damn arm out and got the same reaction Ward was getting. I said, he just stuck his damn arm out. It looked like he stuck his arm out Ward. But I will say this. I've never seen him hit anybody like he hit Ward and they get back up. He nailed Ward coming forward, coming into the shot.
Sure did.
When he hit you, he didn't hit Bernard like that, he didn't hit, but nobody's ever hit like that, got back up. Ward's the first one I seen get cracked hit back up.
Naazim, I don't know if you want to talk about it, I don't know if you already talked about it, but Bernard Hopkins' final fight, man, are you upset at all that you're not in his corner, or was that kind of like a mutual decision between you guys?
This is boxing, man. This is boxing. You've seen 100 times. You've seen father and son team who are opposite left and right. It didn't happen in boxing. thing is right now, is like I said, I'm out here for Julian. I can't really speak on that fight. I don't know Joe Smith. I haven't heard anything that leads me to believe he can win it legendary level. Bernard is legendary. Didn't he? I haven't heard from him. I saw Bernard today. We got citations from the mayor at City Hall, and I ain't seen or heard nothing from him since. Until I heard they wasn't fight. I didn't even know the kid. And they said, well, so they said, who gonna train him? I didn't even know at the time. I said, probably Oscar or John David Grady. And I said, I think like, either one of them might be able to beat Joe Smith. But my thing was, I didn't know he was coming back at light heavyweight. So I know Bernard will say things, but this may be his last fight. He may really be meaning this is his last fight because coming back at light heavyweight, it only makes sense because we see you against the best light heavyweights. You know what I mean? And I only know you as champion. Even when you wasn't a champion, any fight you fought, I felt like it was always the lead back to championship. That's what I know Bernard. That's what I'm always recognizing that. So anytime he's fighting like heavyweight, and I'm like, I don't see a championship brewing out of that weight class.
Now let me ask you. I frequent the mosque maybe once a month. Can you speak to the election and the state of America and your stance on Donald Trump? You mind me asking? Coming from your faith, your background.
Man, listen. Donald Trump is in. If you didn't vote, shut up. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to tell you one thing I did say, though, and I don't really get into politics. When I was looking at these magnificent polls where Hillary Clinton was winning by a point where you was like, if we was in boxing, you can stop, you can cut this off right here. You know what I mean? She won. We ain't even got to go there. The polls were there. I was like, my eyebrow went up. My eyebrow went up. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like I say, Donald Trump was doing his thing. I mean, Hillary ran, she fought a good fight. It's like these boxing matches, man. That's why we fight them, because we don't know the outcome. Did you say, I got Buster Douglas?
Some guy had him 42-1.
Now, Sam, who do you consider the three best pound-for-pound fighters today?
Oh, it's pretty solid. Lobo Gonzalez, Dimitrenko, Ward. I mean, I think we're in a good state. You know, these heavyweights, man, are looking good. You know what I mean? But you got to put Dimitrenko and Shaquille Gonzalez on Ward because of the adjustment. You know, Ward is labeled a boxer. I saw him go in on one of the hardest punching guys in boxing and rough him up to uncomfortability. So these guys, you put out, you know, we got a lot of stuff on the horizon, and you're gonna see Saturday with that Julian Williams.
Last question, Dan.
I'm sure they asked you this. I just because you're late. Why aren't you with Bernard for this fight that he has next week?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything from him. I heard about the fight. Nobody called me and said nothing. So I hadn't spoken to him since for a couple months.
So no issues, no.
I mean, it might be an issue. Once I talk to him or hear from him, he might say something to draw an issue out of me. But I ain't heard nothing. I heard something, like I said, I don't go in the second party. Somebody came to me and was like, he said that you were having it. So now that would have caused the issue.
That you what?
Then you were saying that I was having a problem or something. Now that would have caused the issue because I didn't talk to the man. So how could he even think? But you know, I let that fall.
So when you heard that Bernard's fighting Joe Smith on December 17th, and nobody called you about training camp or whatever, what was your reaction or what was your thought?
Who's Joe Smith?
His opponent.
Yeah, but like I said, no disrespect to the boy. Like I said, I didn't know the guy.
I just meant as far as you not being the trainer.
Yeah. Oh, no, man. Listen, man. Blah, man. Hey, baby.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Hi.
Were you upset or were you?
No, come on now.
After all these years with him, you know, it's been a long time, 15 years.
Yeah, but damn. You've been around long enough where you know Bernardo much as much.
Sure.
You'd be surprised?
For his last fight, I have to be honest, a little bit. A little bit surprised.
Really? Look, if I thought it was his last fight when I first heard about it, I'd have got a ticket to fly out there like I came out here. This is J-Rock. When I finally heard that it was that light heavyweight, I said maybe it is his last fight. Because what's the purpose of fighting a light heavyweight? I mean, I see Bernard as a champion only. Like I just told them, when he don't have a belt, he's still fighting to be a champion. This fight is no way it's like that.
So you're not disappointed that you're not going to work with him for the fight?
No. Like I said, I have respect for the guy. Okay. One of the greatest fighters he is. I don't have, like I said, I haven't talked to him, so I don't know. Like I might talk to him, he might say, I had a beef when you said that I helped Kovalev win. Then we might have one. Because I made statements that I said, I thought he helped Kovalev win the fight in a sense. He said how to teach you, teach the student how to pass the test when he didn't pass the test. Okay. And I looked at Kovalev when he said that, and Kovalev looked. Now you go back and watch the fight. When John's talking to Kovalev's not doing that stuff. Because he like maybe he right. So I don't know if that statement caught up to him, and anyway, I hadn't heard from him. You know what I mean?
What was your first time you were in Bernard Hopkins' corner? I mean, back with the Bowie days. How many years? What year was your?
Well, for the pros, I worked with him in the gym, but I couldn't go to the fight because I was always doing other stuff. But I think the first fight when I went to the corner, it might have been another buddy of mine I worked with, Simon Brown.
Okay, so way back when?
Yeah.
Been a long time at the point.
I don't want to see him get hurt. I don't want to see Joe Smith get hurt. I hope Bernard finds what he's looking for. I didn't tell him when to start, so I can't tell him when to stop. and he got a right. He's earned the right to go out any way he wants. He's earned that right. So God bless him. Now, if you ask me, would I be upset if this young motherfucker start landing some stuff and start doing something and get us all off the couch? What the fuck is going on? Nah, I'll be upset because his knowledge is just, I feel like, no disrespect to Joe Smith, I don't know his training or what, but not IQ, would just be too high for him. I told them, I said, I didn't know if Oscar was training him, I didn't know if John David Jackson was training him, but I told them, I said, shit, they might be able to beat Joe Smith. I mean, so we wait and we see if it's the last one.
It's the last one.
I think so. When I seen it at light heavyweight, I said it's the last one because we know the champions are at light heavyweight. I mean, and he's not moving in that direction.
52 next year. It's only 52. It's all.
Damn, now see, that's right. You've been around too long.
No fighters are telling the truth about retirement. He's telling the truth on this one.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, forget that age. I ain't never got. If he ready to sit down, he can go ahead and sit down. His age, like I say, because really, he could have done what some other people do. There's dudes out there that Bernard can still beat. There's dudes out there that Bernard will be able to beat next year. I mean, it's the state of boxing. The guys ain't study their craft. You know how to creep up and get some of these guys, man. But the future, like I said, Bernard's pass in Philadelphia, great pass, might be the greatest since Joe. Danny Garcia's off the Pacquiao, knocked flat like Pacquiao, and then went on to make his biggest payday in boxing. After, how many guys got knocked dead and then went on to make their biggest payday?
Not too many.
Pacquiao did it with Mayweather.
Yes.
All right. Kirkland's biggest payday is down the road because boxing, them commentators, they want a Kirkland. Them commentators, there's people in boxing who want Kirkland more than a Lomachenko or Mayweather. They want Kirkland. Kirkland is an MMA fighter with boxing gloves on. This joker is bringing his ass in every capacity. And the thing about it, I knew him since he was in the amateur. He has always been like that. He ain't got no other gear. Straight from he gonna make it a good fight. He don't give a damn what you come to make it. This is gonna be Kirkland, you come out this time, it's gonna be a boxing match. They're like, damn, this is gonna be a good fight. Kirkland is straight jacking, no jabs allowed. And he ain't got no problem taking it either.
So you think it's gonna be entertaining then? Miguel Cotto, James Kirkland? Yeah.
Listen, anybody who ain't knocked out by the first punch that Kirkland throws is gonna be entertaining. Because you got to fight back for your life. And it's gonna be what they want about it. When Kirkland comes, Cotto ain't doing what some other guys doing. My last fight was just me
Yeah. So this is a legitimate threat.
And to be fair, because like I said, I don't care why the guys do what they do. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man. To be fair, I don't think Bernard wanted it that way either. Bernard tried to make fights. They probably wouldn't fight.
Right.
He's too dangerous with no reward. So why would Carl Frost
Joe
fight?
Smith Jr., he's coming off a win, though. He did win his last fight, knockout first round against Funfair. James Kirkland, I don't think, has won in like 2 years, I think, or 3 years. So they're going different directions, though. So
I'm going to tell you a statement that Pops told me years ago. You'd rather lose a fight to Muhammad Ali than to win a fight over Joe Frazier. You'd rather lose to Muhammad Ali.
I need that.
Yeah, you'd rather lose a fight to Muhammad Ali.
You have to say that like 3 times.
I said, you'd rather lose a fight to Muhammad Ali than to win a fight over Joe Frazier. So, Joe Smith, as you were saying, may not pose the same threat to Bernard. With Cotto might get a win over Kirkland too. But it's going to be a sure enough earned win over Kirkland. Ain't going to be no pretend, ain't no guessing about it. It's a fight with Kirkland regardless if you don't want it to be a fight or not. It's Kirkland. Damn, Kirkland's going to rumble. I tell you, he going to make more money. He going to make more money after the knockout from Cotto. I mean, from
Canelo?
Canelo.
Yeah.
He'll make more money
Yeah.
because they're going to want to see him. See, I'll never forget
Entertainment.
Mayweather and Pacquiao's great fight. I'm a Pacquiao fan. I'm a Mayweather fan. I had no interest in the fight. None. I had no interest.
Really?
I had no interest.
Were you there?
No.
You didn't go at all?
No. And the only reason I caught him on television because Lemon Trick was on the undercard. My son called me and said, "You're not coming over?" I said, "No." He said, "No, the young boy on the undercard."
That's actually was my reason.
I said, "Let me go
I
see
love
it.
watching them take
Let me go see this young man." I wasn't interested. Love Floyd. Love Pacquiao. Would have been willing to fly out. Back when Pacquiao beat Cotto. The next fight would have been Florida. I probably would have went out there. See that? I ain't never waited for a woman 5 years. I'm gonna wait for a fight 5 years.
Damn, why is he? Oh, he's good jewels.
I mean, I ain't never waited for a woman. You walk up to a girl, and then, y'all all did it. It was some girl in the neighborhood. You like, Catherine, son. I ain't saying. You came at it a couple more times.
I'm sorry.
Then after that,
That's a personal request. I'm requesting another do-over of that one.
next time,
I
all
said,
right,
can you please say that one more time about 5 years?
I said, I ain't never waited for a woman 5 years. Well, I look like waiting for a fight. When the reporters started asking me, who gonna win between Mayweather and Pacquiao? I said, I want to know who gonna win between Duran and Ann Pryor. I mean, since we just waiting for fights, I'm still waiting for Ann Pryor and Duran.
That's great.
And I told him, I said, the fight after that next week, that's the one you want to see. Because the fight after next week, I was going to find out some things about Canelo. And I seen, maybe without boxing, who can't be outboxed? I said, Kirkman ain't coming to outbox. I said, I want to see that fight. Him and Canelo, I'm going to find out.
So Canelo's a beast.
Well, yeah, what happens when Canelo gets some of that hot shit back? And Canelo showed you, man. Canelo will zing that jump and knock your damn eyebrows off, man.
Who wins, Triple G Canelo?
I really think Canelo wins. I think Canelo's a better boxer with enough power to keep Triple G honest with that feeling the shots a few times. Yeah, with them dudes, you can feel out some shots with them dudes. And then Max and them is like, you Superman. Oh, yeah, Triple G. It seems as if you let the guys hit you. Oh, yeah, okay. Every time they build him one of these Supermen, okay, all right. Yeah, you letting the guys hit you. You let the right guys hit you. Yeah, you let your niece hit you when y'all be playing. Yeah. You don't let your grown-ass nephew hit you in the jaw like that. You must be crazy, man. I said, man, Canelo can box enough and punches enough to keep Triple G honest. And then his boxing skills can take over. Maybe I'm out. And I said this, I never forget saying this to Shane years ago. anytime you see a kid can make them Olympic teams, I said they're carrying something. They're carrying more than one weapon. Because you can't make the Olympic team fighting one way. You can't make the Olympic team. So that's why I told Shane when it came to Cody. I said, if a guy's on the Olympic team, he can box more than one way. I mean, he's not one-dimensional. Everybody was Dominic Brazil. Guys was talking in the gym like Dominic Brazil. I mean, cats was being like blatantly garbage. Like, I mean, guys was coming in like Dominic Brazil ain't nothing. I was like, nah, man, what the? And, you know, made me feel like a fool because I'm like, I ain't seeing what y'all see. Oh, well, okay, not the superstar. He set the world on fire, maybe like Deontay Wilder and them came in. I said, but this kid is accurate. I seen this kid hit man sword with 5-punch combination. And they were all accurate, right on the beam. So this kid got something, man. That's why this kid was an Olympian. Y'all can write it off. See, the hustle with the Olympics is it's so hard to make the Olympics. You gotta hustle it down to your pros and be like, oh, there's nothing. These are telling my kids out of the Olympics ain't nothing, man. It's about the pros. I used to always take them in the Ring magazine. He said, show me the best fighters, the top fighters in this magazine. I said, Lennox Lewis. I said, what was he? Muhammad Ali, what was he? Joe Frazier, what was he? And people don't realize Ray Robinson was outstanding amateur. I mean, I said, don't sleep on that, man. These guys on this, these are guys that developed their skills younger and kept them for a while. Ward won that fight because he was outstanding amateur. Because even though he wasn't busy and active like Kovalev was, he still, his muscle memory is different. It's been done so much. Kovalev. I'm gonna call you early. All right, baby. And Kovalev is actually an outstanding. He's a pretty good amateur too. Yeah, but I tell you what, this kid J-Rock, like I said, I think he's the future of Philadelphia. And see, here's the thing. They better hope Charlie don't give it to him. Because he's one of those kids. Once he get it, he'll be like a transformer. He's gonna be a problem. Once he get it, he gonna blossom even bigger. He gonna become better. He one of them guys. He get the championship, he's gonna be better. And then it's gonna really be a problem. You might have had a chance before you got that title.
And you've been giving us jewels. I just want to ask you this question about one fighter, because as far as the press, we talk about the most underappreciated fighter is Rigo from Cuba. How do you feel about Guillermo?
It's a beast. Man, my girl, he's special, man. You get guys, I told you a long time ago. You guys have talent. You get guys that can fight.
Do you think he's legitimate pound for pound?
You know? Yeah. And if he ain't, he will be. He need a dance partner. Bring all that out. He need a dance partner.
You love Lomo. Who wins? Rigo Lomo.
Lomachenko, I put him in a category that last time I remember doing it, I did it with Tyson. I said it with Pernell Whitaker. I said it with Andre Ward. I used to call Andre Ward the Tim Duncan of boxing. I said, he don't do nothing special, but he win all the time. And all winning go through him. And that's how Tim Duncan, I think he understood later when LeBron was trying to get something, it had to go through Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was solid. But I said about Pernell, Tyson, and Ward, we better get some guys until they lose. I mean, from the time I saw him when they was young, when I first saw Tyson, same betting against this cat until he lose. I mean, because you can all your philosophies, you had all the experts was telling you, like it was on Floyd. Yeah, Floyd was one of them. So all the experts on Floyd, you hit him everywhere, you punch him everywhere. And everybody came in, I'm going to hit him everywhere. Now, after 32 guys tried to hit him everywhere and it didn't work, they didn't understand why Canelo fight with Mayweather was much better than they give him credit. See, sometimes you can watch a fight. Oh, this all I'm saying, I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. Because a couple of my fighters do it too. I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. But here's all I'm saying. Watch the fight on television when it happens. Turn off the volume and watch the fight again. A lot of times you see a different fight.
How key is that? Because I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I've heard things about Pacquiao. Pacquiao comes back, and all Pacquiao did was shake his hair. Oh, Pacquiao, whoa!
Is that voice Jim Lampley?
He just shook his hair, man. He didn't even punch. He shook his hair. But that's what it is, and it can be misinterpreted, man. You watching the fight.
Boxing royalty, man.
Who's one of the big kick you out?
This is old man opinion week. Yeah, but so like I said, you can be influenced by guys, man. And then if you're influenced, sometimes you're not getting the accuracy. You're like, whoa, I've seen the guy say, and Pacquiao comes right back. He didn't land that shot.
Do you watch fights live with the TV off, or how do you do when you're watching fights for the first time?
Most of the time, I ain't there to see the fight. I usually come in and have it on that DVD thing, the greatest DVR thing.
Yeah, we got to get him out of here.
I come in that DVR thing where I can come in, because this fights, then sometimes you got to watch 3 times. I got to see it in part, like movies. You went to sleep on it and you wake up and punch it back to that part. Watch the whole fight. Some guys just don't bring that electricity. I mean,
how many rounds did Ward win against Kovalev, in your opinion?
Breaking it down, like I don't remember specifically what I had, but I'm gonna tell you what I did have that I know most of these other guys didn't have. There were rounds early, very early, like in the first 3 rounds. They didn't give him a round. I did. See, and they were
I gave him round 3.
Yeah, they were getting round. I think it was. Might have been round. I gave him round 1. No,
you did?
I gave him round 1.
Yeah, he only landed the jab. Kovalev only landed the jab in round 1.
And they took everything away. See, all right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. I'm gonna talk to you all weekend because I don't get to you. I can talk to these guys all the time. So I'm gonna be shagging you all day tomorrow.
Yeah. That was cold, right?
How you doing?
I'm holding on both hands.
How you feeling?
How you making
I
out?
was talking about you the other day.
Oh,
Making sure I turn this way. You the one talking about swimming without getting wet.
God damn. I tell them all the time, we'll be like, hey, the swim without getting wet.
Yeah.
I said, man, them kids that came up in the helmets just
Yeah.
heard me yelling
Yeah,
that.
girl said, she said, what that mean? I said, that mean you gotta be good. You gotta get hit and not get hit.
Hey, congratulations on that Thurman fight. I gave boxing what boxing needs. People keep thinking, people talk about, hey, you know, boxing is dead now. And it's not like it was back in the day. I hate to say this, not being disrespectful to the back in the fighters, because I don't. The reason why boxing is not like it was back in the day, because the fighters are smart. Business-wise, and about their bodies. Back in the day, all you had to do, if you want to make the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight back in the day, all you had to do is say, you scared?
Yeah.
Scared? I'll fight him for nothing. I'll fight that motherfucker right now for $2. Winner, like the one I love is, we can fight winner take off. And there ain't been a winner take off fight yet. They've been yelling that for 40 years. We can fight winner take off. You can manage yourself standing back there like, no, we can't. You crazy? You have to slow down on that. But yeah, these guys gave that boxing. And I remember we was talking about the fight, and it might have been my son. He was like, man, these jokers was mixing up and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, well, who won? And Ben was like, who won? That's when you got fights. Right. When you ain't even sure. Right. I remember that shit. I remember they was getting it up. Right. They both won. They don't matter.
Let's go do something. Okay, we can do that.
With him when I was an amateur fighting in the national tournament, he brought his twin boys, Tiger and Rock, to the track in the early part of the week of the tournament before they start fighting. And he said, hey, young blood, can my sons run with you? And I looked at him and I looked at him, I said, you know, I'm like 25 years old. I'm like, nah, man, they can't run with me. He's like, just give them a chance, man. You give them a chance. You know, that's all we need. Just give them a chance.
I got you. I'm at the show.
And
I got you.
They started running with me.
I gotta go.
Them dudes, these 10-year-old boys, beating me around the track.
Thank you.
Next day, he got him there. And I come up and I said, excuse me, sir, can I run with your boys today?
I'm trying to tell you, man, listen.
We talking, that's like 91.
Yeah,
90.
I think the first year they went to
91, 92, yeah.
Because they had just gotten out of that place where I could run with them. I still had that old head stuff. I could stay with them, you know. They run faster, but they look up and I said, that's that old man slump. I'm right on, yo. I used to have to run the runs first, all up through the woods and everything, and then say, yeah, it's cool for them, it ain't too much. And then later on, hey, Bobby, we going out. You got off work, you must be crazy. I'm about to make this brother to sit down, man.
Wow.
Bear was the one. Oh, yeah. You know, Bear Wasn't no cut weight. Ain't happening. The guy asked me, he said, guy told me at the tournament, he said, that's it. His son over there running around playing, man. He got a pound to get off, man. I said, what do you weigh at? See, he weighed in at 91. So he fight 95. Bear said, I wake up in the morning, I make salat, and I eat. He said, now, when I wake up, it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Weigh in late for like 7 o'clock. He said, so I'm eating. I ain't missing that meal. He said, I'll never forget Rocky making weight one time. Bear looked at it. He said, nah, I ain't cutting weight for nobody. He must We go to the tournaments. First time we went to the fair, Miss Sandy. 65 pounds.
Yeah, Sandy.
One in the weight class, Bear Richardson walking. I said, Miss Sandy, he's supposed to be 70. That's she said, 70 pounds, one in the weight class. Bear Richardson walking. I said, I mean, he's supposed to really be 75. She said, Naazim, if there's nobody at 75, is he supposed to be 80? I said, Miss Sandy, listen, you put him up wherever you got to put him.
We need a fight.
This kid been dogging me, man. You know, his brothers up there fighting. And every year we think, I can fight next year. I said, no, bro, you're only 4, you know. I can fight next year, every year. I said, I told you it won't be next year. And last year, he was like, I'll fight next year. I said, yeah, next year, yeah. Oh, he was in heaven. I said, you put him in whatever weight class you got to. He got to run. And he wouldn't, but he had a little more height than him. But he wouldn't, he like, look, I ain't. I was like, yo, man, fuck you, like, summer or nothing. Got a half time to live.
Pretty light.
So I send the application in, but I always forget to put the weight down. I don't know what he gonna come in.
Put the application with no weight.
Application in, no weight. They gonna say, hey, I think you didn't put a weight in. I weigh him in that day. Okay, that's what we.
Yeah, I remember he used to come to the tournament and say, I said, where Barry fighting at? He said, wherever he land. Wherever he land, that's where he fight at.
They're doing good. He raising the cub. I mean, he got a Bear Junior to call him the cub. I think he know everything. I'm walking with him the other day and he talking about it. I said, what you doing? That's my cool.
Oh, no.
It took 5 years. I said, cool. I said, man, you better give me your hand. I hold his hands. I mean, he bobbing like he's stuffing like the oil head. Like you got the floor shots on here.
Right here?
Right here?
No internet, nothing.
We'll do it on the camera.
Record it on the camera.
Let's do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey guys, it's your girl Angie. You're watching Barbershop Conversations. Make sure to click the button below to subscribe, like the video. Don't like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me at Angelica Curtis on Instagram. See you soon.